Hello, Math Wizards. Today we are going to do some review of some counting and then as well as some review from addition that we've worked on last week. Okay, or from our last unit, I should say. So first you need a pencil. You also need to make sure you have your worksheet. On the side that we're going to start on, it's our spiral review, so it's got the apples and the paintbrushes. Make sure you have it on the right side. You're going to write your name up at the top. I'm going to write my name up here because this is my paper, but you should write your name. Okay, so there's my name. Make sure your name is written at the top. We're going to go ahead and start with number 1 here. It says, which shows 5? Circle all the correct answers. So when I hear that, circle all the correct answers, that tells me I need to make sure I've counted each one because there's probably more than one answer. You're shaking that. So let's see here. We're looking for all the groups of 5. Let's see here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always cross out while I'm counting, okay? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one shows 5, so I'm gonna circle it. Let's count the next group. 1, 2, 3. Does that show 5? I'm not gonna circle it. Let's go down here and count this group. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that show 5? It doesn't. Let's look at the next one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that show 5? Okay. Let's go ahead and circle that one. All right, now look at your paper. Does it look like mine? Make sure you've counted and crossed out and you have circled the groups correctly, okay? We're not circling random apples, we're circling the groups. Let's look at the next one. Number 2 says, count the paintbrushes and circle the number that shows how many. So let's go ahead and count them. I'm gonna cross them out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now you need to circle which number shows 3. Which number is the number 3 here? Okay, this is the number 5, this is 6, that's 3, and that's 4. So how many paintbrushes did we have? 3, so I'm gonna circle that number 3. Let's look down here at the scissors. Count the scissors and circle the number that shows how many. So I'm gonna count this one with you, but I'm not gonna circle the answer. You need to circle the answer, okay? So I'm gonna help count, and then you need to make sure you circle which number shows how many. So let's count them. Cross them out while we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we counted 8. So I want you to look here. Circle which one of these numbers is 8. I should not have anybody turn this in and say, oh, well, I didn't know what to do. We've counted the number 8. Circle which one of these shows the number 8. Okay, let's look down here at the suitcases. I want you to do this one on your own. See, we've practiced together. I want you to do this one on your own. We're gonna count the suitcases and then you're gonna circle the number that shows how many. So go ahead, I want you on your own to count how many suitcases there are. Circle or cross them out while you're counting and then circle which one of these numbers tells how many. Once you're done with that, we're gonna flip the page over. All right. So the back side of this is actually breaking down our lesson from today. Today we started subtraction, which is taking apart numbers. So when we look here, there are 6 keys, okay? One way to break apart 6 is a group of, we circled a group of 4, and a group of 2, because 4 and 2 make 6. So when we're working with subtraction and taking apart problems, we're gonna look at how many items are there, and then we're gonna circle to make our groups. So let's look at number 1. Number 1 says, how can you show one way to break apart 6? There are 3 in one part, so they've already circled 3, and we're gonna trace that number 3, 3, and let's circle our next group over here. How many's in that group? 1, 2, 3. All right, great job. So we said that 6 is 3 and 3. Okay? Now let's look down here at number 2 with the keys. It says, how can you show another way to break apart 6? Circle to show each part and then write the number in each part. So here we're going to circle that first group here. And then we're going to circle that second group. Remember, there's 6 keys in all. And now we had to take it apart into 2 different groups. How many's in our first group? Let's count it. 1, 2. 2. And how many is in our second group? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 and 4 are 6. Okay, so that's the lesson that we were practicing today, was being able to take a number and take it apart into its 2 groups. All right, once you've completed all that, make sure your name is on it. Okay, and then you can turn it into the turn-in bin for my class, and you're all set. Way to go, Wizards.